if I would have known, I would have told Megan to come.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2025 USCA Mixed National Championships here at the Denver Curling Center in Golden, Colorado. This is the 7 p.m. Saturday draw, and tonight we have two semifinal matchups. On Sheet A, DCC Team Falco, and their opponents throwing the Yellow Rocks, Team Barahas out of the San Francisco Bay Area, the runner-up in the Mopac region this year. They got the second berth because of the severely large number of teams they had at their playdown. Shows that it was wildly competitive. On Sheet D tonight, we have Team Roth out of Wisconsin playing against Team Persinger out of Alaska, Anchorage specifically. The quarterfinals this morning, Team Persinger beat Team Leichter out of GNCC in 8 ends. And Team Barahas beat Team Workin out of Fargo, North Dakota, also in 8 ends. Both games were tied going into the 8th. So pretty competitive matchups this afternoon. I'm joined here by resident curling expert and social butterfly, Tony Cott.
Oh, I'll take the latter. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Sean. Good to be here with you. Been watching all week from home and work, and it's been a lot of great competition. I think these four have been pretty much the most competitive teams all week. Always seem like they're in control of the game, so excited for this game tonight.
Yeah. So Christina Lugo for San Francisco has been up first. First center guard kind of overcurled a little bit, but Team Falco played the draw around, left it a little exposed, so Jesus is calling for a drawdown to that one. A little wide on this one coming out, so. Eric Kirila Jensen trying to work it over. Weight looks a little warm, but should work out nicely. Little 2-foot bump there. For those of you at home, we will try and keep you posted on the happenings on Sheet D throughout the evening, and we'll pan over there at times to catch parts of the action. We've got Matt Culbertson here, who's been our digital disc jockey, keeping the views fresh, but we...
Technical director.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Get it right.
Yeah, he got a promotion.
Yeah, I read the name tag.
Yeah. It is a little easier visually for us to show Sheet A, but we will cut over to D for moments when we can.
I'm glad we got Culbertson here and Simon not on the controls.
Oh, man.
That was a struggle.
Yeah, talk about an epilepsy warming. Yeah. We'd have some serious health concerns at that point. Nice little hit and flop there from Claire Moores. Rock is open. Playing a down weight hit. Christina Lugo trying to get it by the guard. It does get by. And that little low roll should tuck most of that rock behind.
Man, I love that both these teams are getting really aggressive early. Traditionally, you see in the house, bunch of clears, peels, blank ends. But these two are not messing around. They're jumping on the scoreboard early.
For those of us here, we're pretty used to seeing Falco when he has that look in his eye, but he called this run for Lance right off the bat, which means he's feeling confident right now. Back on the brush. Oh, just a hair off with the double stuff. Technical director is working his wizardry. Jesus calling the draw around here. kind of a soft pressure at this point, but still plenty of pressure. We, a group of us here, watched Team Falco win nationals last year this time. And they were, when it came time to the final on Sunday, they were feeling those runs. I think there were probably 3 or 4 of them during the game. Eric's rack gets into the top 12. So Lance is looking for control weight, roll in, try and tuck behind the guard. Tony's got a set of headphones now, and we're live.
We are back in the game.
Matt is pulling up the house you see at the bottom middle of your screen is the sheet D house, so you can kind of keep track of what's happening there.
Boy, this could get interesting. So the bottom sheet is sheet D.
Yeah.
The scoring side on sheet D. The top one is scoring side of sheet A.
Yeah.
Man,
And both pianos on A.
this is Emmy Award winners. I mean, let's go.
Let's go. For reference, if you are keeping track of sheet D, and we will remind you periodically about this, Team Roth is red, Team Persinger is yellow over there. Team Roth has hammer by virtue of their higher seed, the same way Team Falco has hammer by virtue of the higher seed. So yellow with hammer on D and red with hammer on A. Little overroll on Lance's second, so I left it exposed, and Kate makes the hit and stick on hers. Dave calling for the hit and roll here.
No double. No double.
A little bit of sideways inside on some of these teams. So Team Barahas playing a little loose today. Just kind of let the game come to them, took what chances they had and took advantage of them and played well. So that's how they got here. Team Falco's trying to find the same rhythm that they had last year, like we were talking about, and so far it's been looking good. Team Roth, they were here last year with moderate success, but struggled at times with a few things, and I think they've used that experience this year to push them into the 1 seed in their pool.
Was Tony on that team last year, though?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yep.
I didn't.
And then Team Persinger, Greg's been playing a very draw-heavy, aggressive game this week, and as they've gotten later in the week, it's actually worked out better for them dialing that in. So the down weight here from Kate Garfinkel, a little bit tight, ends up over-curling and hitting the guard, but does roll on, so not the end of the world here. Dave is going to stick with his game, play the draw here.
Did Barahas lose their first 2 games?
Yes.
Oh, man, and then 1 out, huh?
Team Barahas lost their first 2 games to Alex Leichter and this Falco team, and then went on a run, won 3 straight to finish the round robin, and then won their quarterfinal game against Workin this afternoon.
Yeah,
so
nice.
They are on a 4-game heater. Team Falco has not lost yet this tournament, so they are now on a 5-game heater.
Yeah. Couple of win streaks. Unfortunately, one's got to come to an end.
Something's going to give here.
Something's going to give. Oh, nice draw.
Nice try. This is going to be behind the tee, but they will sit 2. There is a nice little pocket there for Jesus. If he's able to lock one in there, could take the end away. Jesus' first thought was the draw here, and I actually really like that. Eric kind of brought up, is there a hit to mitigate some of the risk? But, yep, here we go.
Skip's call. Let's go.
Right back to the draw.
Yep.
Stick with your gut, bud.
That's what I tell Elliot all the time. Stick to your gut.
Yep.
Yep.
As long as you didn't eat something rotten.
Yeah. No Thai food, we're safe. There's a lot of rocks in play.
Yeah, first end over on sheet D is looking like somebody is trying desperately to score on both sides. This is exciting.
Guaranteed no blank on sheet D.
I believe the round robin game for the Persinger Roth teams was a 1-point game, and it looked very similar to this. Both teams were very aggressive with draws this week.
Oh, Jesus coming in. Nice sweep by the team there.
Just a hair lighter. I think they wanted to weld one on there, but it is shot rock. It is mostly covered. Dave will have a chance to do the run or pick it out, but not a given for sure.
I guess you could still blank if it was dead even on a measure, right?
Yeah, that's we almost had that earlier.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, there were two that were really close to the pin. I wasn't sure they'd be able to get the measuring device in.
Oh.
This is Dave Falco's first. He's been feeling it this week, so we'll see how this one goes. If he bangs this one right on, it's going to be hard to cool him off. Sheet D over there. It looks like Roth is sitting 2. Greg just kind of peeled off the center guard. I believe he's got one more coming.
2 or 3? They gotta be sitting 2, right? That yellow's gotta be on counter, right?
I think the yellow's good.
Falco with the hit.
Lance is trying to make it curl. Okay. Does hit a high side stuff, but the double stuff on the yellow in the back actually worked out pretty well for them. There is still a pocket. It looks like red is currently sitting 1. Jesus is going to draw down to that pocket again. I like this call. If you ever bump the shot yellow back maybe 3 inches, you can sit 2 here and have Dave forced. We'll see what happens.
You've played Jesus a lot. Does he have a preferred turn? Does he like in turn, out turn?
Jesus varies a little bit. I know him fairly well. He was the best man at my wedding. We played together for a couple of years. We've done a lot of individual steals. Love this spin. Super fond of actually a lot of the curlers on the ice, especially in this game. But no, it's. I think his out turn is probably more consistent, if I'm being honest.
All right.
I think his in turn it tends to be a little second guessing sometimes, but this one is cruising down. Sweepers aren't doing much to it. Now Eric's walking it over.
This might get that tap on shot rock you're talking about. Or they should sweep it to it.
That's pretty good. That one is not going anywhere.
Not even with the double, huh?
No. Yeah, Lance is having him look at it, but Dave's pretty confident. You'd have to hit the double super thin to get the yellow to spin back up, and you might lose the shooter in the process. So. It'll be a straight draw here for Dave Falco and the team.
I think at this point, get your 1. Get it in the next end. You guys throwing some really good shots.
For reference on sheet D, Greg Persinger is throwing his last without hammer. Looks like he's trying to get a draw in there if he can, I believe. Kind of sneak one through one of those ports and loop a rock in. If he is able to do this, that would put Croy and his team in a really tough spot. My bad, that was probably actually a raise attempt by Greg, but same ultimate hope. Lance is walking this one in on A, right to the top of the button. And that will be 1 for Team Falco.
Great shot by Dave. Good control by sweepers. Never a doubt.
Never a doubt. Matt's going to cut us over to the full house on A so we can see.
Ooh.
This is hammer coming down. There is a shot here. I believe they're trying to kind of tap one of those reds in to move the yellow that could be for as many as 4.
I think they're trying the in-off off of the yellow.
Oh, okay.
Off the side yellow.
The double tap. There could be the double. There's a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah.
Here. This is coming with some good weight, though.
Yeah, I think they're doing the in-off off the side yellow. I think that's why I saw them put the broom down for.
Yep, you are right. Ooh.
Oh, what?
Very nice.
That is fancy.
That should be for 3.
Wow, what a shot, Croy.
3? They posted it. Those fish eyes are a little hard to see, but this is what we get for looking over last minute.
Are these things even regulation size? All right, what's your favorite move here, Sean? If you are Team Barahas, where are you going? You going around? You going corner? I know a lot of people lately have been doing the beat them to the 4-foot.
Second end, I'm coming around the center guard.
Gotcha.
Jesus is going to call the corner here, and I understand why. He's done this pretty consistently early in games, trying to manufacture, and
yeah,
they played. They made a lot of shots in the first end. Their draw game was pretty good. I don't necessarily mind this for them. They're a little heavy, it looks like, according to the sweepers, so I think they're going to make this tee and just play the draw to the wing. It is digging a little bit, though, so maybe they corrected that idea. Little over curl on that one, so it's going to be kind of a wide corner, but something to use later.
Ask Persinger if he likes those wide rub-off guards.
Yep.
That shot he had today, what was it, Tobkin or?
Oh, the other day.
Yeah. Oof.
Claire Moores with her second coming in here. Weight looks pretty solid. Solid draw, just showing a sliver, if anything, so not bad at all. Jesus will have Christina throw the in-turn and just lock one on, maybe. Yep. Any of you who are local in the Denver area and are not already at the curling club, the warm room is starting to fill up, so feel free to come down. Enjoy the evening.
The Dales is flowing. Dales on tap. Uh-oh.
Kate going hard for line here. It's going to be close. Oh. Does knock the center guard off the line, so Falco elects to put it back. Lance is going to try and lob another one down on top of Claire's.
What do you think? Best dressed team this weekend? Team Falco? I mean, these unis have been strong for a couple of years.
The kits are good. I do like Alaska's. They always kind of bring some of the best uniforms, I feel like.
Yeah.
The image of the man, what I believe is panning for gold in the river on the back, is actually here in the warm room. It's like one of their family members. So.
Oh, really?
I mean,
that's deep.
There's layers to this here. Yeah. And Greg and his team are playing the levels game.
Oh, and they have the Aurora Borealis on the sleeves?
Yeah.
I mean, yikes.
Good draw from Lance, top 8. Trying to get the run here from Eric Chiarella Jensen. Just peels off the top, but opens it up at least. Does roll the shooter for another corner, so that's not a bad miss. Trying to think some other strong kits.
I thought Raju came in pretty tough.
Yes, Team Raju, I actually really like those. The color scheme is good.
Yeah.
The like subtle graphic work in the colors was really nice.
Yeah.
No, I actually think those might have been my favorite, but they were also new. I also like the fact that they came with the jerseys, the jackets, and the hoodies. So there was like a flex game there that was really nice.
Yeah. Lance coming up with another guard, trying to curl it back to center.
Yeah, the girls are walking it over pretty nicely there.
Yep.
Good sweep, Claire and Becca. This is like just a 2, so a little bit of a longer run. As a reminder, we're showing the scoring house on sheet D in the bottom of the middle of the screen. Roth is red after scoring 3 in the first.
Ooh.
Greg now playing a hit. That run attempt by Eric just goes a hair wide, but does kill the guard and rolls the shooter over for a tight corner. Dave going to ask Becca to put the guard back, this time playing the in turn as opposed to the out turn. Claire's rock early. Dave thinks it's going to over curl a hair. Technical director Matt's going to get on a telestrator in a minute. Things are about to get real flex here.
Yeah.
Just a little over curl there. So this does give Kate a chance to chase these reds. Swept early for line, now switching to curl. They're going to definitely get the top one. It does stuff on the second one, but keeps shooter around. Dave likely will want to do something about that, so hit and roll back to the middle.
It's a pretty flat roll, so let's play here.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Kislick's kits on the old YouTube feed. Good call, Jimmy.
Those were brand new. Those came in hot. We saw the Stolt team had new jerseys that they had shipped here. Those look pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a fly field overall, but there are a couple that have a very strong sense of color theory that I've got to give that credit to. Nice roll from Becca there. It is going to be exposed, and there will be a double opportunity coming back, but really good try on that flat roll.
Same attempt.
Yeah, a little more weight this time. A little wider. Eric's trying to sweep it over. We're going to probably see another stuff here, but we'll kill one of those. Shooter does roll out, unfortunately. That rock is full 8. Dave can choose to guard it here, or he can try and tree one up in the top 12. I believe this is the line for the guard.
Yep. Oh, he's even calling in. He's calling for the full guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think up 1. It's not a perfect scoring rock, but
Definitely tightens it up.
definitely a chance to put some pressure on here. You're basically forcing Jesus to draw a full 4.
We got 2 lonely stones. We got 1 red one on sheet A. We got 1 yellow lonely stone on sheet D.
That was that last draw, I believe, from Liz. Just kind of slid in there. Nina's first was a little deep and gave him some backing to work with, so they used it. Just over curls a hair there.
Could probably dig that out.
Yeah, I think you can definitely. He's probably got half of this from the hack. If you ever get this and get the roll over towards those corners, Dave's gonna have a draw, but a little bit of pressure on that one.
Yeah, you go hit this in the corner, but Dave draws around the 3 guards.
Yep.
I mean, Jesus might be in a little bit of trouble, but and I think you take it.
Yeah. Another great draw over there on D by Team Persinger. Liz feeling that draw weight. They're sitting 2 now buried. Eric Kira Jensen trying to bring this one over. A little wide. Hits the rock. Does move it out into the open, but loses the shooter. So Dave will have less pressure now on his draw around the guards. The joke this week has been Eric's resting concern face.
It's still funny today.
I've curled with Eric for close to 10 years now, and it's pretty consistent. Things don't change. Dave here, after his drawing 2 to get 1, has another one here to try and sit 2.
Oh, Croy rubbing on the guard there. Only gets the top 8.
Just a chrome on the guard. Took a little bit of weight off. Good line here from Dave. That's gonna get mostly, I say 95% buried, but it is just full 8, so it leaves Jesus a chance. Bite the 4-foot for his one and tie the game up. Jesus had a couple of draws in the first end, so hopefully he's feeling the weight.
What kind of split times have you been seeing this week?
These 2 teams will see different ones. Team Falco plays where they can keep a broom down on everything, so they're trying to get like 15s or heavy clean to tee. This one has to go, though. This one has to go.
I don't even think it's for anything.
That is going to be a steal of 2.
All right, let's go to the other house.
Steal of 2.
Team Falco will go up 3-0. Technical director Matt Culbertson is going to take us over to sheet D for the end of the second end over there. This is Croy's last coming up. Red rocks. There is kind of an out-turn tap through the hole there, but there's also the in-turn draw.
Yeah, this is Croy's second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg has hammer. To answer your question, so Team Falco will be throwing 15s and cleaning them in. A team like Team Barahas is probably looking for like 14-3 to 14-5, just depending on the path.
Gotcha.
In-turn draw here from Croy. Line's good. It is back tee. It will outcount the second yellow shot. But Greg will have an option here. I don't think he can do anything for 3, but he will have a draw here to get 2. Just really needs to get a good chunk of the button on that same path that Croy just threw.
Working that draw magic. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 13 rocks in play.
Yeah.
Let's go.
These two teams are not shy. We called a game, was it last night? Croy was making cross-house doubles like he was born into it.
Okay.
But something tells me we're not going to see many of those if we're pulling 4 or 5 guards every end.
Oh, we're floating with the action here.
Technical director Matt Culbertson is a licensed
You're okay.
professional.
Oh, they're trying to get it to curl.
Elam trying to get it over there. It looks like it's got plenty of weight. I think they were just trying to get the line right, but it will sail by. That'll be 1 yellow. And that score will be 3-1 after 2 in favor of Team Roth. Give Matt a second to flip us back to our Sheet A coverage.
First rock being thrown, or no, I guess third rock being thrown.
Yeah. Top 4 on the first, corner guard on the second. Not surprised by this setup. Looking for a guard here. Lance and Becca trying to bring it over, but it will expose probably a thin half on the one in the house, so.
That's the second time that board side is not curled as much as the open ice side.
Yeah. We've been seeing, it's been pretty consistent. I do think what we've seen is it is highly release dependent, so if you have a little bit of a back set on your release,
That checks out.
it's they're really struggling to get those over. General consensus on the ice this week is it's been pretty fantastic by most standards, pretty predictable. We did have a little bit of a weather adventure the last couple of days, but
Man,
seems
did
like-
we ever.
seems like it's survived well. Christina here actually going to get a little low on this one, which is we'll leave that one fully buried and poke the shot rock a little more open. So trying for the freeze attempt, just over curled a hair, but not a bad result. Dave's going to have Lance try and corner on that. Did we mention the warm room is filling up? And the Dales is flowing.
And the Dales is flowing. You're welcome, Dean.
I will say, we like shouting them out for a couple of reasons, but one of the biggest ones is they are by far the most productive sponsor that USCA has ever had.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
The inflatables in the front of the building, too, are pretty impressive.
It's a nice touch.
You see it. You see them from the highway, for sure.
Yeah, people think there's a party here.
Yeah, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Good rock there from Lance. It definitely overcurls a little bit from what they wanted, which will expose the shot rock a hair. Jesus looking at like a kind of bump here on shot rock. Would be really good. You want to make sure that if you roll off enough that you don't leave a double. So there's a few options here, but he's just looking for like back 4, back 8 max weight.
Oh, yeah, this is out there, huh?
Yeah, we are under to the guard, but still hanging. Christina is walking it over pretty nicely. That's a pretty good result. No bump, but it is welded on there.
Get it from 2 sides now.
Dave looking at it like, okay, well, I think I only have one option, and that's to lock one more on there.
We have officially entered the draw game on both sheets. Yeah.
The whatever infection started on sheet D is spread to sheet A. I was asking Lila earlier about, mixed curling and what she has enjoyed with her experience about it. I think that is one of the things that I do find interesting is the gameplay is different, the strategy is different, and it needs to be different in order, like you watch the teams that have success, and it's not the men's game or the women's game. It's unique in of itself.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that statement, which makes it so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate everyone's skill set in this, and then the different lineups too. You know, like Roth has Croy throwing last, but Nina holding broom, and but Nina's calling the game, and you know, so there's a whole bunch of different dynamics that you can play around with, which makes it a lot of fun.
We didn't have any female last rock throwers this year, but that has been, we have seen that on teams in the past. It kind of a lot of it depends on who you have where, how the team is composed.
Are we doing the tap? Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, trying to get nose or low, and they are going to get to nose. So that's a really good result. Doubles out those reds. It does give Dave a chance to kind of smash this with Becca's, and there is a double coming back, but wanted to make sure he played that sooner rather than later. You kind of get to the point where you can only stack so many on before somebody makes the pull.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think you want to play this as close to nose as possible, and maybe a little hit and roll underneath. Be kind of nice sitting just on the, as we're looking at it, the left side of center there.
Yeah, if you can get the double and leave your shooter just kind of touching center. A little bit of a set, so Lance is on this for curl early. This is going to make contact. It is going to be high side, though. Ooh, clips off the red. It does actually kill what was shot rock, but leaves yellow sitting 2 under pretty good cover. Jesus electing to have Kate hit the red here on the wing and roll in. He could also draw here, but I think this is kind of playing to skill sets here for sure.
Yeah.
Sheet D there. Team Persinger just made a really nice draw.
Just warped one in there.
Sweepers are on this really early.
Uh-oh.
It chisels the red and rolls out. I will say, not the worst result. I think Jesus was worried about Dave playing that in off, and that at least eliminates that. But now Becca has a chance to remove one of these yellows.
Yeah, it might even been better than nose, because then Dave's got the double sitting back, and then he sits. If he pegs it, it's just dead buried.
Yeah,
so.
you had to roll one way or the other. So
Yeah, I agree.
not the end of the world, but
Are we running?
yep. Looking for a 8-second rock here from Becca with the in-turn. Try and run that guard back. This is the game that Falco won the championship with last year. Claire's on it early for line. This is just going to peel off the red, which, again, not the end of the world for them. It does expose a double opportunity, so.
I think this is where it gets a little tight, just because no matter what shot he calls here, it's got to be about perfect, or else it's going to leave a very good chance for Dave to get in here and sit shot.
Yeah, I think the best shot you could possibly call, and this would be a little fancy, is if you actually split the yellow that's on the 4-foot to the back 4, back 8, and roll your shooter under that red. But that's getting really technical. Having just thrown a hit, I think he wants Kate throwing a hit here.
Yeah.
Trying to punch the red through the hole. This is going to be a little high side. Does get through. And the shooter does not spin back on, so it'll be a half rock double attempt for Dave here.
And again, looking at that bottom side of in the middle of the screen here on sheet D is the scoring zone.
Yeah.
Rocks on rocks on rocks.
Persinger, after a miss by Team Roth, Persinger put up another guard, so Croy's going to have Nina try and open it up here. See how many of these yellow guards they can get moving. Ooh, adjustment there by Dave on the weight call. Nice shot from Nina. Does move a lot of granite, but still not in a great position. Greg has a chance to put up another guard there, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Calling 8 out of hand. You love to hear the clean call when you're throwing.
Ooh, actually a little thin there.
Wow.
Falco red is sitting shot in the back of the 8-foot, but it didn't kill the second yellow. So Jesus just needs to make a tap on this. He can keep it for backing or kill it outright. But that'll give him a chance to sit two. Looks like he's definitely going to kill it. That one should be fully open, if not at least 3/4 open from the hack. So Nina with her second shot over on D, trying the peel again, open things up.
Just peeled out one yellow, yeah?
Yeah, just peel the one. Having Eric curl this one. Now straight. Try and roll it over so it's fully open. I think Becca was looking to see if there was kind of a double with a catcher or even an off the one that was off the wing there for the double, but as it is, they're just gonna play the hit here on this one.
Yeah.
Which means
Kind of concede two.
yeah, Jesus will have at least a shot for two after this.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Ruh-roh.
Little positive on the release. Lance should be able to bring this one around. He does get it and rolls. Still
And straight
shot. So Jesus will have basically the same shot he just played. Maybe that one's tucked a little better, but
Yeah.
pretty similar.
Have noticed a little more positive with these with the intern here. So
Yep.
potentially he has been a little wide because Eric's swept every one of his interns. So
Yeah. They were on and off that last one, so if he's anywhere close, they should be okay here. Sheet D, which we'll cut over to in a minute, is in a guard, peel, and replace situation. Christina's got to go on this one. Christina's got to go on this one. Gets it by,
call.
makes
Great
the
throw.
nose. Two right back for Team Barahas, and we have a 3-2 game going into the fourth. Team Falco will have hammer. Pretty good
Right.
position to be in.
Yep. Matt is flipping us over here.
Better than something else.
Yeah. Could be flipping us off.
Yeah, here we go. This is, I believe, Greg's
Second?
second.
I think so, yeah. I think Croy's already peeled once.
Okay.
So I would imagine this is either another guard or yes, sir.
you'd be half tempted to like lock one cornered on that red.
That's where I was
Yeah.
leaning.
You ever get that one cornered on the red, and Croy's got to be careful not to give up two, but as it is, still a tough shot.
Are you looking at the angle run? The slash in or angle?
Yeah, they
Oh.
are. I mean, this would be for two and a massive lead. This would give him a 5-1 lead if he makes this.
Guess if he makes contact, they still get one.
Yeah. Even if you miss it, it's
Yeah.
still only a 3-2 game, and you have the lead with hammer in the fourth. The fisheye is kind of hard to tell the angle, but yeah, I think it's probably close to a third based on how Nina was lining it up. Maybe a thin half. Our spotter Elliott's calling a third.
Here comes the throw.
Curling.
Oh, a little wide.
Sweeping for curl.
Oh.
Oh, that could be enough. Our little angle here is a little tough, so they're going to take a good look at this. It's definitely one red. They are kicking rocks, so I'm going to assume that's two.
We need to hit Chris Neal with it. Oh.
Ew.
It is two.
So that will be a 5-1 lead now for Team Roth. Persinger will have hammer in the fourth. Looks like a center guard and a nice come around here. Christina Lugo now trying to follow down the come around.
Great shot.
6-inch tap. That's pretty solid right there. Dave will try the same freeze here. Try and get a hair low if they can. For those of you that are committing your only screen right now to this game, we appreciate you. As an update, it is first intermission in the Colorado-Dallas hockey game. Avs 0-0 with the Stars.
A lot of shots on goal. I saw when I last turned it off, there's, I think, collectively 18 shots in the first end. Or first period.
This one, good weight, hangs a little bit. Jesus is certainly willing to make the patient call and wait for Team Falco to do their move. I don't mind this. You're in a pretty good position right now.
Yeah, I think you can make an argument for either call, right?
Yeah.
But again, watching all week, I don't think that it's very much different from what I've seen all week. Is Jesus makes a call, Eric gives a suggestion, Jesus is emphatic, and shot made. There you go.
I've spent many a nights with these men, and that pretty much defines their relationship.
All right.
Yeah.
A little back and forth. How do you do?
Yeah.
And put it where you want.
Somebody really needs to stop Tony and I.
We're
so good at this.
Yeah. Lance peeling.
Yeah. I mean, that's another factor, right? You know, with Lance coming up, there's going to be some granite moving, and so the harder you can make it for him to move multiple rocks, the better, right? So.
Was that the right spot? I think that was pretty good. I mean, we could come over, but.
Yeah. Yeah, this is there is an element here for sure where you are trying to play to your strengths and your opponent's weaknesses, and anytime you can kind of waste those rocks in the middle, especially when you've got curlers like Lance and Becca throwing those middle four. Another good guard. Pretty similar spot. Lance is going to try the double peel here. Sarah Smith with her lead rocks over on D, putting up 2 guards there. Shallone's come in on both of hers, so about as expected over there. Just another peel over the top again from Lance.
Lance is questioning the broom call, I think.
Yes.
That's his displeasure says it on his face. I don't think he would mind us saying that.
Nope.
In fact, we probably did the PG-13 version.
What I appreciate about Lance is anytime there is a miss, Lance always wants to know what's wrong. And so that said, nothing frustrates him more than having the same miss twice in a row the same way. So you can see that. But the nice thing about him and Dave is him and Dave have played together enough over the last few years. They can have a pretty productive conversation, which you're seeing right now behind the hack. And I can guarantee you it's going to be better moving forward.
Yeah.
He hates it even more when Becky nails it on the first try.
Yeah.
Well,
That won't happen this time.
about to find out.
Christina's guard a little, I think, probably misjudged the weight and the sweep call combo there. So this is a pretty straightforward double peel. This will send the yellow back into the house depending on how thick you hit this. So there could be a lot of things happening. This first yellow is a hair higher than the other. A little thin, but that does send it over the red rather than contacting the red, so not a bad result for them. If I'm Jesus, I am tempted here to nose hit that top red and kill both reds, but at the same time, again, playing to your skill sets and your strengths, I understand. Looking at the guard here. Let Becca do that for you.
Well, and it wastes another red rock, right?
Yep,
They're not gonna put another one in the house, not give them another scoring opportunity.
This one is looking a little heavy for a guard, so
Are we wrapping?
and a little wide. They are not going to wrap. They're going to try and just kind of corner on that red. That's not bad. Angles are working pretty well for Jesus. You see Dave trying to hit center line side and just pick that one off. Some weight over there on sheet D coming from Persinger. Looks like with all the rocks up front and Team Roth sitting with 2 on the button, Greg felt the need to open it up, so having Liz throw some smoke over there. Does change some of the angles, but they're still in a little bit of a hole. After some back and forth, Dave is going to call the draw for Becca, try and loop one around this big stagger and sit 2 in the forefoot. Clean release. He does have Claire on it early for line.
Line's good.
Line is good, he says.
Room now. Room now. Both lines good. Straight. 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 Curl. 2 more inches.
Really nice
wow,
shot
great
there.
shot.
Great teamwork.
And here comes nose hit. Try to get it.
I don't know that I love this because
Oh, man.
Another big shot there from, I think that was Liz opening it up over there.
Isn't she opening up the wrong rocks?
Yeah, I mean, it killed a lot of their yellows, but they needed to do something.
That is also true.
For our game on sheet A here, I don't know that I like hitting the yellow because you're going to lose the one that's there. It will kill one of the reds, but it leaves the other red sitting on top of it. I wonder if you could ever hit what you can see of the red that's biting the 8-foot. I wonder if that wouldn't be better. But this one's pretty straightforward. You're aiming for it. You're going to make contact with it.
Because jam.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Jam.
Dave's going to have the open hit here. They're going to be able to sit 3 when Jesus gets up to throw his last. And what will really depend here is where Dave hits this and what angles he leaves left for Jesus. I think if you're Dave, you want to get a fraction low on this one just to make sure there's no triple.
Yeah, I guess this is where you're, even if you're, I prefer high and then maybe just sit and roll underneath. Then your 2 sits underneath and then he's only got a chance to remove the 1.
Yeah,
That's fancy. But
yeah, if you're
definitely more difficult.
Little board weight with half rock wouldn't be terrible either because you get a bigger roll. But
oh my gosh, Greg just saved the game.
Greg Persinger is absolutely feeling draw weight today. This is phenomenal. I think red is still sitting 2, but at least he's got a chance at it at this point. Good job there by Dave. Does get a little bit low. There will be a double opportunity coming back, but I don't think you're ever going to be able to remove all 3 of those.
Man.
So still in a position for a multi-point end for Team Falco.
Right on the center line, square nose on that bottom red. It definitely gets to 2. You think it comes over the top?
I think in order to kill the 2, you're always coming over the top.
Yep.
Part of that is too, I know from personal experience, the reality is I think Jesus is probably maxing out his weight at about an 8.
Gotcha.
And so I think if you could throw 6.5, maybe that you can hit that one thin enough to kill it. But
interesting call here. They're going.
I think this one might actually be the easier double to make, to be honest, because the other one you risk a lot of jams.
Sure.
So if you hit what you can see here, that should be enough to get the double there. Love to just remove 2 rocks here. Go into the break, down 3. That one will stuff and roll out, so Dave will have a draw here. Just needs to touch the 8-foot for 3. On sheet D, looks like Croy put up a guard, so Greg is throwing a center run back here and try and change some of those angles in the house. This is risky, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
I think this might be a double.
I think
run.
Double run, yeah. I think he's playing the top one over the one on the right and back into the yellow. That's probably the safest way to play this.
Please, for the love of the curling community, make this shot.
No, this would get the people going. A little too thick. Needed it just a hair higher. And that looks like that will be a steal of 2 for red. Or was that not last draw?
No, Croy's got it.
Oh, that was Greg's first. Sorry, people.
Was it his first?
My sincere
That's
apologies.
Greg's second, right?
No, Greg has hammer.
Oh, Greg has hammer. All right, deal.
So, yeah, that was Greg's first. Apologies.
Oh, yeah.
Good draw here from Team Falco. Not a lot of work needed for that one. So that will be a 3 spot for them. They will go up 6-2 going into the break, with Team Barahas coming back with hammer when we get back.
Flipping over to D.
Flipping over to D. I believe Croy is just putting up that guard again. Tony and Shalom trying to bring that one over. It does a pretty good job. That should eliminate any hole that was there.
Well, now it's just a straight run, though.
Now Greg's got the straight run on the one he left. Or the wing one. I don't know that I like run. If you ever do the double one on the ring one, you risk picking yours out and giving up 3. Curling legend Sarah Kai in the house tonight, so catching Team Falco as they get off the ice for their break.
She is signing autographs, too, if you want to make it down.
Yeah.
She's got pictures. She's...
That makes a little more sense, because I actually saw her husband at first, and I didn't see her. Now I know why.
Simon's jealous. I think Simon's jealous.
Oh, yeah. Talk about a fiend.
Second best dressed man, Simon.
Yeah.
Sean's number 1.
All right. There's something coming from Greg. He's out of the hack. Liz has him sweeping. Oh! Oh! That might have been enough for 1.
Oh.
It's definitely not giving up 2. That's for sure.
Measure?
They are going to measure that, but that just not giving up 2 there is a phenomenal shot from Greg Persinger.
That could have been that could have been bad. What a shot!
Liz had Elam sweeping it pretty much the whole way, from what I could tell.
Very nonchalantly, might I add.
Oh, she's cool as a cucumber out there.
Yeah.
No, Liz is super calm. No, I'm trying to think. If they let it curl a little more, it's actually better.
Yeah.
But still, just to be within probably a 16th of an inch of where they needed to be is amazing.
Man, this is some cinematography here. We are tight.
Yeah, if you have claustrophobia or anything else, please look away at this point. This is going to be a dizzying experience on that angle.
Man, we're hoping we can get a piece of the.
That's just tough. It's these angles are all from the side, right? That looked like yellow initially, but
It looked like yellow from the top. And Pam is going to be right. Oh, just one leg. Ooh,
yeah, here we go. We are in business, people. This camera angle could not be any better.
All right, here we go. Don't do it. Didn't even touch it.
Oh, it must have touched it. It must have adjusted the dial. Oh, come on, yes. Oh no, we got a pant leg in the way.
Sarah, move.
was that?
Oh no, that's probably. Was that Nina?
Oh man, we got all kinds of help in here.
Remember, push from the outside.
Yep. It's great advice, Simon. Push from the outside. All right.
Move again.
Nina, move. Oh, yep. Here we go.
It must not have touched on the first one.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
it.
all
I
right.
don't think it touched.
That didn't look like it touched, but they kept moving it.
Oh, we got
Okay,
one
we got basically one
Oh, come on.
one macrometer.
Get out of the way.
Oh, that's red.
It is red.
That is red. Still, great shot from Greg and team.
What an effort.
So that'll be a steal of 1 for Team Roth, which will give them a 6-1 lead going into the break. Team Persinger will have hammer when we get back. And in the time it took for us to do that measure,
Our first rock from Claire Morse.
Sheet A has already blown through their 5-minute break, and we are rolling, folks.
Bunch of applesauce, maybe some cuties.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your go-to?
I was asked this earlier. I love the applesauce packets because it's
Yeah.
quick sugar to the veins, but string cheese also not a bad option.
Solid choice.
If I I'm a soda fiend, so like a little bit of Dr. Pepper or Coke
Yes.
does the trick, just a little bit, just to kind of like spike it up.
Yeah.
Christina Lugo throwing the corner guard here. Sweepers are just kind of watching it walk in, so should be about 2.5 or 3.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Dale's Pale Ale.
Dale's Pale
yeah,
Ale?
Yeah, it's sponsoring USA Curling these days. I'm
Yeah.
just, I'm all in.
Wet that whistle, Tony. That promo was sponsored actually by Simon Jarrett,
Yeah.
standing next to us,
Slipped the $5 in the pocket.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
looking regrettable.
We're still 0-0 in the Avalanche game.
All right, Team Falco coming down here. They are going to just a biter there. Jesus looking at the hit and roll. Eric talking about looping one in. Final decision is a second corner guard splitting on the other side.
With how tight that first yellow one is, I think I enjoy this call.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus was kind of saying, he's like, it's that corner's a good corner to roll under. It's not a great corner to draw under, is kind of the argument he was making. This one will be interesting. So they'll make this, and then we'll see if Dave calls a draw or a guard. He is looping one around.
We thought maybe a little hesitation. There was zero
No,
hesitation.
no, man.
Yeah, he knew.
This man is a man on a mission.
Yeah.
He is committed to the cause. I have to agree. I think the draw makes the most sense with the lead you have. You know Eric's going to be coming up and throwing a hit on that nose one. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you're more than happy to just let that happen. Dave's liking the line. Now we're going for straight. Nope. Weight is a little toasty. This one is going to be probably back 8. Does come to a stop there. I think this changes the calculus for Jesus a little bit. With that one going back house, the hit becomes a little less necessary. If you can put one top 4 or even just weld it on the one in the back 4, maybe you get Dave to throw some hits for you.
That'd most definitely turn the end.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, we're cheering for made shots right now
Yeah.
at this point. We're looking for some curling.
Let's put one on the pot.
Yeah.
Calling for line early. Weight sounds good.
And
This one is also going to be back 8. Little off on the weight call there, but effective nonetheless. It's pretty much fully buried. That is.
Yeah, same thing.
Dave's going to leave that one, let Lance pile another one in.
Get you some master swag, though? Oh. Better be for how much you paid. It's fair.
Shout out to that high thread count Egyptian cotton. Draws coming in here pretty nicely, pretty much untouched by the team. This is still going to be full tee.
Some room there for yellow.
Yeah, there is space.
Not the amount of room that you're looking for, but...
No, but I think, yep. You'd like to see a hair less weight from Eric. Back from the break on D, bottom middle of your screen there. Team Roth in red with a large lead, as we talked about, just drawing into the 4-foot. Team Persinger has hammer in the 5th. Sweep call here on A, holding it straight. Gotta hold it straight, gotta hold it straight.
Oh, get it by.
Just rubs that guard. Really good weight, actually, but rubs the guard. Spins half 8. I think Dave's definitely going to hit this one, try and flop low.
Yeah. Little controlled hit here, I think, is going to be ideal and cut off this draw path.
Yep. Claire's on it early for line. Now cleaning. On off. Cleanly removed there. Nice kind of hack up, board down weight. Jesus is going to have Kate make the same draw here. Eric trying to walk this one over. It is a little warm. Now they're going straight. Ooh.
Man, that line just must be running spicy.
Yeah, that was probably back line to just through on its own. So Dave content to have Becca throw the draw here, pile on the pressure. Team Falco currently sitting 2 or 3. The Dave Falco head nod as he tries to work the rock over with his magic. This one also just a touch up. This is probably back 4. Gonna tap there. Still leaves room for yellow.
And Jesus is just begging for one to get in there.
Yeah, we just...
If they miss this one, we are in trouble.
Yes. Yeah, it's hard. I think strategically, right, we have this conversation a lot, like, oh, should we have done differently? And the reality is when you miss 3 or 4 shots in a row by a little bit here or there, a couple were heavy, one was light, it puts you in a tough spot regardless of the strategy. Yeah. Whereas if they make any of these draws, they're in a position for multiple.
So what you're telling me is missed shots are no good?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm writing that down. Hang on one
Yeah.
second.
This is really revolutionary stuff here. This one is also a little spicy, but a little tight. Ends up clipping that guard once again. Does open things up, but red is sitting 3.
3, mate. Do you ever think that top red one is outcounting that back yellow?
I actually...
Oh, that side yellow.
I think both
that's
yellows are actually outcounting the red because of the camera angle we have. But it is close.
Experienced eyes on these.
Yeah. I mean, Dave's talking here. If he just puts one top 8, right, next to that other red, it can make life very difficult for Jesus when he goes to throw his rocks.
Yeah, then he's looking to eliminate just to cut down the steal.
Yeah. Shout out to Claire Moores, looking at the, what is it, the Sistine Chapel ceiling that we have painted here.
Counting the sprinklers.
Yeah.
Making sure we're fire compliant.
Yeah. Claire's a safety first kind of girl.
Yep. That's front end duties.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You got to protect the people.
Yeah. Sean Marlowe knows that.
Yeah.
You gotta protect the people. Yeah. Exactly.
Can't trust the back end to do that.
Yeah. Especially with the full warm room. Be devastating.
It is. People are still filing in. We are still filling up here for a Saturday night at the curling club. All right, so the call here, I think ideally is top 8, maybe biting top 4. If you tuck a piece, that's probably really good. This here is definitely light. If it's a guard, you're certainly not upset about it. Weight call is 3/4. Oh, now we're T.
Oh, now we're T.
Now we're T.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nope. Perfect.
Never doubt.
That's a great spot. So now Jesus really only has one option, and it is to absolutely blow this up. If he hammers that rock on the nose, you're still probably, or even a hair high, you're still probably only killing 2 of the reds. If you hit it a hair low, you're stuffing it on your yellow, but maybe you're killing 2 or 3 of the reds.
That front one, ideally, at bare minimum, you want both those front ones gone.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the front one that she's got her broom on there, the one that's on the side of the button would be great, because then all really Dave's got is maybe just Christmas tree or leave one half open, and then I mean, then they got to draw for maybe or an in-off, like a suicide in-off type of deal. I don't know. That's definitely a hit broom.
Yeah, you can make this a little high or a little low.
How long is your commute?
We're gonna duck out of here after this end, probably.
Okay.
So
Good deal.
we'll tap in some seasoned professionals. Elliot Mansell sitting right here, looking warm and toasty, if you will.
He's ready to go.
He likes when I butter him up before a performance.
Yeah, just.
I don't know what Elliot's mumbling about. He's usually wrong when it comes to things like this.
Yeah, no. I gotta say though, if you're playing the lead role, you're doing a fantastic job.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Whoa.
Okay, so we make contact. We do get it, unfortunately, too high, as they say in Major League. So red is sitting 3 still, but it does at least open up the path temporarily. Dave will try and throw the same shot he just threw to clog it up. But
maybe even just
Eric was trying to work that one over and just couldn't quite get it all the way over. Quick pano over on
who's throwing? Nina.
Nina's throwing. Persinger's not in a bad situation over there. This is certainly one of the cleanest ends we've seen on that sheet.
This is it's a revelation.
Yeah. Nina, absolute stick on that one. Does roll back into the 12-foot. Believe yellow is sitting just the 1 over there.
Becca is trying to get him to curl this rock. But it is a missile.
Just letting this one dig. Should be just kind of biting the 4. Oh, no, we're taking it in here. Full 4. So red is sitting 4. If you could ever get to nose on that, you are maybe shot, maybe giving up 2. It is tough.
Man, could you imagine Jesus hitting that top red one square on the nose, making that double, and out of all those red rocks, ending up shot?
Yeah. Oh, no, this would be great. He does have... There is a chance to come off the yellow in the 8-foot, hit the red on the tee line, and actually spin back up and use the one in the top 4 as like a catcher. But you would have to throw a ballistic missile at a super flat roll. That is, you're trying to catch 3/4 there. That one's going to be tough. So I think, is he throwing kind of like a draw tap here?
I personally think that he is throwing a hack weight hit on the one touching the side of the button. Which if you hit everything you can see, you're never getting shot, but they must think that even the double up the middle is also not going to give them shot. So this is a way to get them down to less than multiples.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Eric trying to curl.
Eric is trying to bring this one over. It is hanging out there, though.
Two.
Yeah, that's good enough to cut them down, but it is still a steal at 2 for Team Falco.
2 for Team Falco.
All right. 8-2, and while we go to the break there, Matt Culbertson's going to take us over to sheet D for the...
Oh, there is
handshakes. Handshakes on A. 8-2 will do it, so Team Falco will advance to the final tomorrow morning. Team Barahas will play in the consolation bronze medal match. And with that, Matt's going to shift us over permanently to D, and I will tap in Elliot Mansell.
There it is.
Bud.
Hey, thanks for appearing. Glad you got to see me.
Appreciate the work, Tony.
Absolutely.
Try and keep the right vibes going with Elliot.
Amen,
he tends to get a little bit shy, but something tells me you two have built up enough of a rapport that he might come out of that show.
We might do it. Might be a short game again. But Persinger here controlling this end with less rocks has allowed him to score multiple points. So this could be a new game strategy for Persinger. We might, who knows? It is Easter weekend, so a resurrection might be there.
What's up, Tony? How's it going?
I'm good, Elliot. Glad you could join us. Just for the record, did you get a chance to check out that Colorado Avalanche game by chance?
Yeah, it's 1-0 Avs.
There you go. Second. Is it
6
second?
minutes left in the second?
Okay. Oh. We're trying. We got hand claps in the warm room for Falco coming off the ice. Looking to defend their national championship.
Yeah, and get to see the end of the game on sheet D, see who they get to face up against.
And those on the YouTube looking for sheet D the whole entire time. Part of the reason is the angles, as you can tell, just are not nearly as good as what they are on sheet A.
Yeah, with our cameras stationed on sheet B, the getting the full sheet D experience is not easy.
It's not ideal.
But it's better than nothing.
Yep, we are here. Look at us. Look at us. Tell you what, if Persinger can manufacture more than 2 here,
Yeah,
I mean we are in
game
business.
on, for sure. as we talked about earlier, Team Roth likes to play with a lot of rocks in play. Obviously, with this lead, they're trying to play a little bit cleaner, but it's a really nice draw there by Croy. He seems to have come to play the last few games. Is Greg lining up the double? I guess it's technically a double run double.
That is what I am seeing.
Yeah.
And based off of Nina and Croy's response, like just how wide-eyed looked and how interested they were in the shot call, this could be there.
I mean, it's dead now is just a sliver high.
Sliver high?
Sliver low, sorry.
I kind of like that nose. Well, yeah, sliver low.
Sliver low.
I think you want a sliver.
Sliver no on the intern.
Yeah. You want a sliver high on the second rock. That's the one that matters the most. So whatever gets you there. Spielman would have tried to talk you into the fact that there's, the rock is going to spin off of the hit, and then therefore it's going to create.
There's always a double.
There's always a double.
He's actually throwing the out. This is
One,
close.
two.
Oh, he got it.
Got it. Oh, man. Put that on Dale's curling shots of the week right there. Was that
was a
3 or
pistol.
4?
That was 3.
Hang it.
Game on.
Even the official was smiling on that one. Hang that 3. What a shot.
That was an absolute pistol. Great shot by Greg.
Yep. Take that into the break, and man,
3 ends left.
this is not over.
Nope.
Get your steel pants on. Man,
All the rocks in play.
yeah.
I wish we had replays.
There is replay available for those on YouTube. So
Team Roth looks a little shocked after that.
yeah, well, honestly, I mean, as well as I know that curling community is small enough. Anytime you see a pistol like that, I
You
mean,
gotta
you're
tip your cap.
you're just excited. I mean, just the fact that you got to experience it doesn't help the fact that it happened to you in the semifinals at U.S. Nationals. That's kind of a bummer. But at the same time, like if this was league night, shots for everyone.
But for Team Roth, they've still got a 2-point lead with Hammer. So they're still in a really good position. 6th end, got to score.
Got to score.
I think needless to say, we're going to see Team Persinger go all in.
With every rock in play.
Every single rock in play.
Yeah. You might see 4 centerline guards.
Team Roth is going to want no part of all the
Yep.
rocks in play. We're going to see them draw to the open side. And then inevitably steal or peel at the very first opportunity.
Yeah, hopefully Tony's got his 8-second rock ready to go. Full disclosure, obviously, I knew Croy and, Nina and Tony and Croy's wife was Shaylin?
I don't know the pronunciation.
Yeah, neither do I.
I thought it was Shallon, but I think it's Shalom.
Okay, yeah,
But I'm not sure.
yeah, Croy's wife. Hate to say it, but, whatever. At least you know who I'm talking about. We've always known their curling capabilities have always been good, but this Persinger team has just been bringing heat all week, sweeping, dialed in on weight calls, and then you obviously just saw the shot that Greg is fearless to try. He is recklessly abandoning everything and just going after it. It's been great.
I love how aggressive they've played too. He's really playing into his team strength, which is the draw game, and he fully recognizes that he's going to have to play some double run doubles and lower percentage shots, but he's going to make them, and he's not afraid to mix it up, to say the least.
Yeah, nice pair here from Shalon. But if we say them all, we're at least going to get one right. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Shaylin. I think so you were right.
Okay.
Thank you, Emily.
We're going to see Persinger come in the house here. Playing the intern draw on the outside from Elam. This looks a little heavy. It's got to hit the brakes. He's going to grind, just finish back 8.
And see you later.
Looks like it might be a tiny bit partially buried, so I heard Nina mention board. At this point, I would be shocked if they drew. Okay.
Ask and you shall receive, Elliot. I mean, why change? If you've been watching, we've had Sheet D, the scoring house, on the bottom on the middle here for the whole entire game, and it has been draw after draw after draw until that last end. And so for them to draw, I think maybe Nina's unconscious right now. So I don't know.
I think they're going to get the takeout anyways. Just tap it to the back 12 foot. Sitting 3. We're getting lots of pronunciation.
We're definitely getting a lot of pronunciations. The thing I am learning here is that we do not need to tell Shalon that I mispronounced her name as much as I did. I mean, I colored with her kids as in Wisconsin. I don't know why I wouldn't know her name.
So we'll see Team Persinger play the tap back. I think it was a little heavier than they wanted. Just tap the Roth rock to back 12. Another opportunity here for... Wow.
And we are.
We're going to play the draw.
Yeah. Why? Why not? Yeah. Man, yes. Got it. Nailed it. Never a doubt. I'll get there eventually. You know where the answer is, Elliot? It's in the bottom of this pint glass right here. That's where the answer is.
It's in the YouTube comments.
Found it. The end of this Dale's Pale Ale. Brought to you in part by USA Curling.
Dean would be so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that comment to show up, but maybe all 173 of us are not, including Dean Gemmel.
Nice draw there from Team Roth. I think that was Tony's second. So, going to see Greg try the other side, play the out-turn path.
Thank you.
I think at this point they're trying to get to just the corner of that Roth rock that's sitting top button. Line looks really good on this.
think that's about as good as you can do
Yeah,
right there.
that was
What a
really
great
well
shot.
done.
Yep.
Great shot there.
A little easier name to pronounce, Liz, with a great draw. And then Nina coming up with, I mean,
No, we're home free after
yeah,
this.
we're home free. Yeah.
What? Like here.
What would you do here, Tony?
Let's see. I am Roth sitting 1. I think I am throwing another guard.
I am double peeling.
Really?
Yeah.
Even, yeah, I guess I forgot that he got 3 in the last end. I was thinking I was stuck in the high score. I was stuck in the high score advantage here. Double peel, though, you're still leaving a guard, though, right?
Not necessarily. I think you just have to be okay that if Team Persinger is able to suck a draw around, which we know they're comfortable doing, you could give up a steal.
Yeah.
And then it's a 1-point game, and you're once 5-point lead is almost completely gone with 2 ends left. So.
Okay, so now I'll flip the script on you. What are you doing if you're Team Persinger? Are they just trying to freeze to the same one that they just threw?
I mean,
What a draw! Did that get by?
I think it just.
I think it rubbed.
just rubbed it, but
Yeah.
this is pretty good. Still in a really good spot. You can absolutely tap that. It's gonna be
Oh,
curious
shit.
to see what
We had a kick.
Roth does now.
That was Croyd not cheating. That was just a kick.
Getting a
Man,
little
this
bit
is-
dicey here for Team Roth. I wouldn't say that I'd be completely comfortable with the situation, even though I'm sitting 1.
Honestly, though, you know Greg's strength, which is the draw. Well, Greg's preference. Greg's preference, because he just straight nutted that double run double in the last end. And I think that you're just putting stuff in his way to protect any way for them to get one. Because currently right now, without throwing something miraculous, I think right now a steal is pretty much inevitable.
Well, they are shot.
But-
Roth is shot.
But
right?
Roth
Yeah.
is shot. That's what. Oh, I guess they do have hammer. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I was thinking Persinger.
How many Dales have you had?
Just the one. Just the one. I promise. It was just the one.
So we see Team Roth put up the guard. I think we're going to see Greg try to make a play on this in turn. I don't think he can see much of that outside red one just biting the top 4, but I think he's going to try to see if he can maybe come down, hit what he can see, and jar it open, give himself some sort of in-off or double or...
Yeah, control weight, you would think you'd be able to move shot rock enough to not be shot, because that yellow's not going anywhere. That yellow's pegging on the side yellow there.
Yeah. Could see him play the run now.
Is that what he's lining up?
Yeah. I mean, that red rock is pretty vulnerable if he can get to it somehow.
Okay. Benefit of this, too, is that if he clears up this middle.
Croy and Nina are going to be forced to plug it back up.
Plug it back up. Throw the guard.
So we saw Greg just make that peach in 5.
What was that?
Is that his cell phone?
I sure hope not. This guy's just out here playing chess, man. That's all he's doing.
He was checking the replay of his shot in 5.
Just like that.
Yeah. So this is pretty much edge on edge, so he's going to have to just paper that top yellow one.
Uh-oh. Liz is screaming way louder than she ever has.
That was close. That was very close. I actually overcalled the sweep on that.
Yeah. You can't blame her, though. That was so tight.
Yeah, you had to paper it.
It was about as close as you can get. And just hit on the yellow. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Thank you. Jeremy, you're jealous, buddy. That's all. You can too. They are available at most local grocers. I know that.
We'll see Croy play this in-turn hit. Gotta be careful where you leave this rock. That is very good.
On the button?
Yeah, very, very well done.
Does the button work for you, Elliot? I mean,
it's pretty darn good.
Yowzer. Another run back.
I do think he can get both those reds going if he hits this exactly right. That is a long run, but he can see more of it this time. Pretty important shot here for Team Persinger. They don't really want to give a deuce right back. Greg's last, playing the out-turn run. Oh, you get it?
Oh, wow. Dude, this guy. There's a shot for 2. I don't know, because that yellow jam's on the side over there. Wow, Greg is...
Boy, am I glad we switched to sheet D.
Man, good golly. And just when we thought all these people in the comments they just want to do it because it's their home team, little did we know we were missing out on this great stuff. In all fairness, we've had the game up the whole entire time, and there have not been these shots.
So this is a really important shot here for Team Roth. As we stated at the onset of the end, they have to score.
Got it.
So we've got Croy playing this in-turn draw. He's got to touch full 4-foot. It's just for their single.
They seem to think this is pretty close.
Sweepers are on it now. But he looks really close. Great shot.
Oh,
Absolutely perfect.
Great shot by Croy.
Made it when they needed it.
Yep.
So great end there. Team Roth gets their single, which they set out to do. And honestly, a really good end by Team Persinger.
Yeah.
They've got an opportunity to see if they can get 3 and then hopefully steal an 8. So
Yep.
You quit?
no.
Union job? I guess it's a union gig.
Yeah, man.
Let's just have a couple other people show up.
Bathroom break?
Yeah.
No guards when you are red.
Nope. Well, start of the 7th end. See Team Roth come straight in. A little deeper than they would have liked, but not a bad shot. Still full 8. With that rock being off center, I think we're going to see Greg and his team out of Alaska try to use that side of the sheet, use that red rock as a possible catcher, something that they can freeze to and come around their corner. So important shot here from Sarah on her first. Looks really good. So a little light there from Shalon.
There it is. I was not saying one word until this woman was done throwing shots. There was not a chance I was coming back with this. I'm just look at Sarah.
I'll step in front of that blast.
Sarah going hard with her second one.
Thought they might go double corners, but I mean I don't hate coming in here either. That they got a good chance to draw around. We know Team Persinger likes to race to the forefoot and junk it up, so it's a good opportunity.
Yep. And honestly, I think if you're Team Roth, I think she's just plenty comfortable just throwing, following it down, chasing it, get the force going. One miss here, though, by Team Roth can open up the door quite a bit for Team Persinger.
I think if you ask Greg what he's looking for some sort of shot for multiples.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Team Roth right now, how are you not just peeling the yellow guard?
I would
just get rid of everything that the guy can hit in the front.
I mean, you can't peel the yellow, but I would be peeling it.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
I would be peeling my red for sure. So we see Tony draw his first rock in. Finishes about top 12. And I think if you're Greg, you're loving this setup.
I mean, Roth has taken the bait.
I'll be shocked if she doesn't play her red runner on their next. It's really got to sit. So it just stops back 12. Not quite where they wanted it, but now we're going to see Nina clean it up.
She's called for the peel? I think it was just peel, right?
Yeah, she's playing the double peel. You might send that red rock back as well into the pile. So a good opportunity here to really clear things up.
This looks good. Oh.
Just whiskers it. Kind of a tough spot where they rolled too, because those guards are kind of slightly hooked now. It's going to be tough to get both those moving and an opportunity for Greg to play around those. It could come either way. I think he's going to give Elam the same turn that he just threw. He knows that path. Be able to take a little bit off.
And we're sure it's Elam? Is that confirmed?
Yeah,
you know?
We
Okay.
checked with him after the first game.
Oh, that's good. Smart.
Really got to go on this. Unfortunately, it over curls and racks. I think we'll probably see Croy call for Nina to play the hit and roll. Yep.
Yeah, there's no reason to overthink it.
Nope. Process of elimination at this point.
Tony on it. Lean in on that broom.
Really good sweep.
Yep.
Rolls just under the
Great
staggered
sweep. Great
guards.
shot.
Yeah, it's a really good
Yeah.
shot. Good placement. Team Roth sitting 1 and 2. I think Greg's gonna have to play on the front or try and come around. So he calls the out-turn draw. See if he can get around. Looks like he gestured to just kind of freeze on that back 8 rock.
Getting this late in the game, do you think going out this wide at all? Do you think it's a little smudgy? Do you think,
I talked to a few of the players earlier today and said it was pretty much holding true. So it seems like the ice has been holding up really well. I know they've kept it a little bit colder in there, and the weather's helped as well.
Yeah. It just seems like both board sides have been running straighter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's typical, right? I mean, we see that in league play here as well, but.
Yeah, the outside wall can get a little tricky for sure.
Yeah.
So seeing Nina play the intern dig, she should be able to see most of that rock. I assume they're going to try to roll this one towards the center, cut off that draw.
Oh. And
Really good shot. She makes the double. Sits 4, so
the
is he playing the? I think he's playing the
I think
top. Right?
no, I think he's trying to dig out that like the in off of the
Oh yeah, he's playing the
yellow
The in-
or the red that's sitting in the 12-foot right there.
playing the double.
Yeah. At least.
That'll be.
Uh-oh. If this flashes, please don't flash. Oh,
That's one way to do it.
that's the amount of doubles. Could you imagine the amount of like balloon chickens that they would be handed out here? The amount of times that the balloon gets passed around for the doubles.
The double board is full tonight.
It is.
Still a pretty decent setup for Team Roth. I mean, Team Persinger has to score,
Yeah.
and I mean, really, they need to steal it, or they need to score 2.
Yep. In the words of Simon, stealing 1 is much easier than stealing 2. Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I just don't wrap 1 around here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could. He's got that run that they're looking at. Yeah. I mean, this is. I don't mind this call here. This is definitely the more conservative call, but I do think I like this. This is their easiest way to get rid of that red, because I don't think that they can dig it out super easily.
It's fair.
And this is going to make.
Want to dig out and then sit underneath that guard.
Right. This is going to make Greg play that in-turn draw.
And with the number of runs that the guy has just made in the last 2 ends.
I think they're definitely respecting his ability to play the hit. So
Anything in front of the tee, Greg is using as ammunition. I'm fully confident in all that.
So yeah, we're going to see him play the in-turn tap. I think he'd like to see if he could get as close to nose as that as possible. Probably throw back 8, back 12.
Back
I mean,
12, might.
it is over buried, so he's going to have to absolutely paper that center red guard.
Yeah. All right, lining up. The one thing they are not short on is time. They have plenty of time to figure this out.
5 minutes left for each team
And a timeout.
and a timeout.
It's been a very straightforward game. There is no threat of Croy growing a beard.
Line looks really close on this. I think they got a curl.
I think they got it. A little tap. Just a little hair light.
Pretty good shot, though. Probably would have liked to have moved it a little bit more, but I mean, really, a really good shot. It's kind of hard to tell with the angles, but I do think he might have the nose tap for 2. It's really close. He would have to hit everything that he can see.
Man, it would have been really nice to keep that just on the high side. I mean, again, he missed it by a foot, right?
Yeah.
So a great, Super good shot. If anything, there's always the run. There's always a run. If Greg's on the table, there's always a run. It's going to become a new bumper sticker.
And I think
Is he Fairbanks? Is that where he's at? Anchorage.
Anchorage. It looks like I think they elected to throw the guard, I believe, right? Or are they coming around?
I would imagine a guard, or at least maybe jostle these up a little bit.
I mean, I don't think you want to move him too much. Because right now his shot is really hard.
Look at him line him.
He's
lining
already
it
looking up the end off.
Just a one guard.
So good shot by Croy.
Boring.
No,
That's how you got to win this game, though. Seriously, I mean, that's. Oh, here you go.
So this is going to be. Is it about a thick half, maybe a little bit more, 3/4, and he's going to have to throw this really hard.
I mean, hitting right where a broom's at.
Yep. I think he's thrown the intern.
That seems like max.
The intern will be a little bit flatter.
There you go.
It's a little bit better.
Yep, I like
With
that.
how hard he has to throw this. It definitely is there. I mean, he doesn't have to kill that red rock. He just has to move it out of the 4-foot. So.
Yep.
Think he's got another one in the bag?
I sure hope so. If so, these red shoes are going Hall of Fame.
Greg
He's on a
Persinger's
knee.
last. I think it's close. No.
Go.
Close. Almost got it the wrong way, but. So it's a steal one for Team Roth. Take an 8-4 lead. They talked about shaking. I think they're gonna think about it.
Four might be worth playing. I mean, you get one miss. Oh, he's going to talk to him.
I think you need a couple misses.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to see. There's a bunch of people blocking our view.
But
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Matt.
listen, I think in all honesty, I think you give it every chance that you got. There's a chance to get in the gold medal game.
Yep.
I think you got to give every chance that you got, and make them make their shots. One flash here, a missed draw there. Greg's double, triple run, double thing. Who knows?
I think we're definitely going to see a throw through.
Yeah.
Probably 2 throw throughs.
Yeah. Team Roth lead is going to throw through. Perfectly executed. 100% shot.
There definitely is shots you like as a front end player. Throw it through. Perfect.
They cannot afford a hog right here.
Nope, it's over. Nice shot by Sarah. See another throw through.
Conserving the clock. Crucial.
Yeah.
Crucial when you're up by 4.
So they're going to play the out turn corner now. Try and split those.
Oh, Colorado Avalanche have scored again. It is now 2-0.
The third period.
It is third period. Who are you picking to win the cup?
I bet on the Leafs today. Is that a problem?
Yeah, that is a true Canadian. God, bless America. That is so bad.
I mean, I'm not going to bet on the Oilers.
Winnipeg's got like the best goalie and the President's Trophy. You know?
No.
Another throw through. So you stuck Canadian, huh?
I also have a Landeskog MVP or Conn Smythe bet
Oh man,
plus 50,000.
let's go. We're cheering for that. I mean, you need another guard, right? Or are they going in?
I think they'll go in. I mean, they're going to need at least 2 missed POs so they can start to gather a bunch of rocks in the house. But we're going to see them play this outturn draw.
Straight. Don't let it overcurl.
Oh, that's good. Great shot by Elam. Perfect. We'll see Nina immediately come up and have Tony throw the peel. Nice peel there by Tony.
No.
Not yet.
No, they threw the first.
So I think we'll see Greg play the intern draw now from ask Elam to play that draw around their other corner. And then they're gonna have to start to make them count.
Okay, buddy.
Really good sweep to get that by. Trying to get it as deep as they can, but they get it almost fully into the 12-foot.
No jam.
Chance here for Nina to pretty much end it.
Yep. Take this out. It's game, right?
No, they've still
Oh,
got
I
4
guess they
rocks
have 4
left.
rocks. Yeah.
She's definitely trying to clip that yellow one on the way by.
Uh-oh. That plays.
Yep. Gets the job done. Great throw. So it's getting dire, unfortunately, for Team Persinger. They're
Yep.
going to need at least a couple flashes.
With an Olympian. With an Olympian throwing third, getting those flashes, our chances are most definitely.
Croy's no slouch in his own right. So
Yeah, no, yeah. Getting a couple of follow-alongs. Technical director. Oh, we're going with the switch. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. End game brooms. End in the game.
No, I think they've technically got one left to play with.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as this
but
is gone,
if this is goes, yeah.
So, Nina Roth with the open takeout. Just control weight, make it go away, and they book their ticket to the final tomorrow morning.
Yep.
So
Top 2 seeds. into the finals.
Sweepers just guided that in. Great shot.
You're always going to throw one more and maybe look for one miss. It's fine. We're here now. Oh.
Just can't get enough of our rocks.
See you guys tomorrow.
I think it's great
Yeah.
camera work. Nice work, Matt.
It's not easy.
Nice draw there by Liz.
Liz is not giving up.
Nope.
She is not giving up.
So we'll see Croy play the double nose hit. I expect this to be thrown firm or normal weight.
Yeah. Tell you what, the one thing you don't see from this camera angle is the amount of people in the warm room. It's been a great turnout all weekend.
I can show it.
You can, but do not take it away from this shot right now. That would be a bad technical director.
I'm going to see it all the way down.
Yeah. Corey with the hit to win the game. I got to tell you, though, great game from Persinger. Great shots made all game.
Sweeper's just guiding this in. Nice shot by Croy. Makes the double.
Of course he does.
And we have handshakes.
How fitting a double to end the game.
Correct.
Yep.
So really good game by both teams. Some really nice shot making, and we should see a really good final tomorrow. So Team Roth match up against Team Falco, the defending champions, and in the bronze medal game, we'll see Team Persinger face off against Team Barahas. So
What time?
I believe the final tomorrow is at 10 a.m. Mountain Time.
10 o'clock? Yeah, now you just hit the warm room.
There we go.
Oh,
There's the warm room.
There's a warm room.
Look at all those people.
Everyone's at the bar getting Dales.
Look at
Yep.
all those people.
It's beautiful people. Love to see it.
So thanks everybody for
Yep.
joining us. Oh,
What's that? Oh, is that us?
oh yeah, there we are.
Hey!
I'm behind the TV.
Yeah, you're behind the. Oh, you are behind the TV. All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
That's way longer than I was expecting. I was thinking that was a one end and done.
So did I.
There you are, big dog. Thank you for.
How do I turn this off again?
Just in the back right.